This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for October 12th, 2023. It's currently September 6th, 2023, 10:38 p.m. Eastern Time. The S&P 500 is currently 4465.48, and the shuffle file we're about to play for the 12th was created on July 28th, 2023 at 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So we have a pretty mixed day overall for the theme and overall trend direction. We decline, incline, and then decline, and it should be within a channel. By that I mean a horizontal resistance and support, or it'll be at an angle. If it's a really strong trend, it could be at an angle. Behavior around the high side, we establish support at least momentarily at the high, and it'll be an important price level on like a 1 month scale at least. Behavior around the low for the day, we have multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance within close time proximity to the low. And I'm advised to trade around a peak that we have a sharp drop off of, standing out on a one-day chart. So before we go any further, guys, make sure to follow the rule of karma. It's the whole purpose of the channel. We're asking that people utilizing this information to profit are taking 5% of those profits and donating them forward to a charity here on our resources tab of our website, Terra for Traders. By doing that, you're effectively transmuting some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. You're also guaranteeing in your own mind abundance mentality, which is necessary to manifest wealth. And then 5% of the profits. This is super important, guys, to keep the channel running. We need you guys to follow through on this. Blessings to everybody doing that. 5% of the profits back to the channel. So show some gratitude mentality through one of the links here. And you need gratitude mentality and abundance mentality in your mind in order to manifest properly. You also need a clear conscience. Make sure to spend that 90% of left over out of love. As long as you follow those rules, you're following the rule of karma for the channel. The universe is going to send it back to you tenfold through this channel for being an angel investor. All right, guys. So we see quite a lot of price change in the pre-market. The Prince of Swords is a difficult one to read direction just looking at it. But when you throw down another card to kind of help out, we've got the Knight of Wands, which indicates that there's a rally there to a resistance. We have a fast sudden move higher ending that rally, and then break down through that rally with increasing volatility on the way down into the close or into the open. It's a brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple support levels. That decline should probably take us all the way into like maybe 1045, where we then have a rally into a day's high at a key price level between roughly 11 and 12. And we do some back and forth, like 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level. And then in that third cross, which will be to the upside, we confirm a bullish trend. And we should rally between 12 and 1 along a diagonal trend line, breaking through horizontal resistance to meet a second resistance, and then pull back to somewhere between those two price levels. I don't like this ruin. When I see this ruin, it means that we could be easily led astray. And I think probably it's going to make it look like we're going higher or something, because we've established support near the high, right? We establish support here and then we go higher as a result. There's a pop and drop, maybe ending it like a pop and drop right around 12. And that drop will take us into another trough, a significant trough. Sorry, it's a pop and drop with the pop probably closer to 1, not 12. And then the drop will take us into a trough, an important trough around the 2 o'clock hour. There's a notable reversal or reversals in that 2 to 3 o'clock hour, but that turns into a big move higher into the close. I'm advised not to chase that rally into the close. And we have a low correlation at the end of the day. Interesting. So there's probably a trough of some kind. There's probably a trough like at the very end of the day at the close. There's probably a little bit of like a move to the upside and a move back down, creating a trough. But you could close out of that long position. Okay, there's 2 ways that you could play it. So from the following day, we positioned ourselves in both directions. Position ourselves into a long position, which I think we probably want to exit that long position here at 11 o'clock. I don't think I'd want to wait until there, because there's some sort of weird tricky behavior, and I really don't like that ruin. So I'd exit the long position at around 11 o'clock, and then you might be able to close the short position here at 2 o'clock with this fortune card. If not, maybe at the end of the day, if I'm like off at the end of the day. But my sense is that you're probably going to have Friday the 13th is going to give us something to be scared about. Oh my gosh. Matter of fact, I might close the short position here before this move to the upside, this rally into resistance, into a high. There might be a trough here. I might close the short position there. Or I might hold it just as like peace of mind while I play around with some other long positions, because it does look like we have more bullish behavior going on. Mixed bullish behavior over the next few days, it looks like. So sneak preview for the following day, an important range highlighted. Take a look at the 1 month. We're seeing there's a cross-reading congruency here as well on the 13th with the Hangman card, which ends up at the high position, is a really good place for the Hangman card to appear. It's very clear, and I think that high is probably at the end of the day where we have the upper end of a range highlighted here on the 13th, right? It's important. Cross-reading congruency. We've got indications of a high here, so we have a high at the beginning of the day. We get kind of mixed trough midday, and then another high at the end of the day, it looks like. Behavior around the highest high for the day, halting of a bullish trend marked by a decline through key support, and it's a nullified interference card, so we may or may not see multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance near the low. It's hard to say. It's nullified. It's hard to get the timing on it, but I think the low for the day is probably midday. And it's going to be a pretty mixed day where we revisit a crest in the midst of that erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level, which is the overall theme. And that's the S&P 500 for October 12th, 2023. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button, my friends. Make sure to follow that rule of karma. Channel's counting on you. The universe is counting on you. Your own karma is counting on you. So make sure to follow through. It's the right thing to do. And blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.